Hey everyone, if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. In this video, I've got a couple little projects here at the beginning. I'm finally raking down and leveling out a mess from one of my past projects so that I can prepare for a few of the ideas I have to place around the dead tree that we had to cut down. So nothing special with this yet, however, it will become a project at some point. So I decided to use what they call a dip system and set up something using materials I already had, somewhat like a trough. I could have set this up on some sawhorses or something different. However, I was trying to hurry things along and try this out to see how well it would work. Honestly, pretty simple. Put together some 2x8s with a sheet of plastic I laid out. I believe it was 4 mils to hold the water and stain mix. And you will soon see how well that worked out. So we've already mixed one of these, and let me grab the box, I'll show you what it is. This is the one I got off Amazon, and it comes in a little bag. And all you do is get your 5 gallons of water, and I'm probably going to add a little extra water just because that doesn't look like it's gonna come up but only maybe an inch or so with 10 gallons. So I'm not sure if I have enough or not. So I will probably add some extra water. We'll put it in there and see what I need and stir it around and everything. But this is what you do, is just take all that, take the contents and dump it in there. Just mix it up. I don't know if there's a certain amount of mixing time, but you can see where these granules are kind of floating around in there. So we'll give it a minute and see if they turn out basically the same. Fill that up. Like I said, probably add some extra water if we need it. And then we'll start dipping them, and then we'll stack them. And I'll probably give it a day or two to dry because I have to go to work the next couple days anyway. And then we can start that Board and Batten project. Okay, so somewhere in the process, we had I think a corner of a board, punctured a little hole here. We had a hole up there where you can see that leak. And got a few little holes in the plastic, but I've got to have it this long, just enough to get a few more of the 16-foot boards done, or these here too. And after that, the rest is quite a bit shorter, and I can shorten it up. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do, because the tarp I got to work is shorter, but I need, I don't know, maybe I'll just dip part of the board in. Maybe I'll just make it shorter and just dip part of the board in and then turn it around. So we were able to salvage some in that bucket, and I had to get some more right here. Cost me a little bit more, but I've got to get this project done, and this is the only way to get this finished. So anyway, we'll hurry and get this stuff set up again and get this finished up. Here you will see we were trying to find a better way than the little paintbrushes, and lo and behold, we found it. A broom! And it worked. Not only did it work, but it worked great. All right, everyone. So, real quick, I'm just going to explain. We went through a few processes and methods. The other plastic didn't last very long at all. This tarp actually worked really good. And I think there's a part where you'll see my boy puts a board down and puts the corner of it. So we had a tear right almost at the get-go. We patched it. It worked, believe it or not. And then from there, we were trying to decide how to get some of these. It actually kind of would separate from the wood. So we took and had some little paint brushes. We tried that. That was taking for too long. So Phoenix and I thought about the broom, a couple different things, and he went and got this. We've been using this, go back and forth, and for whatever reason, it just kind of sets it in that wood. And as you can see, he'll take you over there and show you the rest of it.
So this is the dried product. It's pretty nice and dark. And this is when it's not dry. It's lighter and still trying to dry and soak in.
It can take a day or so.
Yeah, it can take around a day to 2 days. On the instructions it says set it out in the sun and let it dry for a couple days. So
anyway, that will wrap this video up. And then the next one will, of course, hopefully be, I've got so many things going on. I don't know what one I'm going to shove in front of the other video, but at some point that is finally going to be finished. So I don't know if it'll be a 2-part video or if we'll be able to just, of course, time lapse it, speed everything up and make it one, but that should do everything for this one. So thanks again for watching. God bless. Alright, so looks like I'm having some more technical difficulties. Apparently the battery wants to die awfully quick. I'm not sure. But what I'm doing right now is laying out my stud location, marking it along this whole wall, well, the whole shop, so that when I have the boards all stained up and finished up with that and they're ready to be installed, that I can go through and have all these stud locations already mounted, not mounted, located, so that the boards can just be slapped up and I know where all the locations are just to speed up the process, make it a little quicker, and make sure that I get all my stud locations in the right place. So I'll finish marking this out, and then I'm hoping to get that finished up, and we'll go from there. Okay, so you can see, sort of, I think you can see where I've marked everything out all along there in this back piece, and from there I'll just cut that short. Like I said, that's just to give you an idea of what I'm doing for that next process, to speed things up, make it a little quicker, better. And that's all I'm going to show you on this.
So we have the Eco and the Lifetime, the mixing stuff for the stain. We got our mixer, the stapler, a knife, the staples themselves, the clamps to hold up the tarps. This is a brush we tried like once, didn't work out the best. And these other small brushes, we use this to get some water on top of the boards. And then obviously the big broom, which worked the best. He used that level to level out the boards. And the buckets. And of course gloves. And the tape for patches.
All right, everybody, stay tuned because you're gonna want to see this, and I'll give you a little sneak peek. Well, there it is, the ugly side of it, and here's a little sneak peek of what it's gonna look like. It's not finished yet, but there you go. Stay tuned. So again, you're not gonna want to miss this. If you want to see it, watch the process and wait till the end. Oh man, I love it.
What time? Soul crushing time!